What's up, guys? So, I'm about to leave these first 2 yards, head to some more yards. But I got a little bit of driving. But anyway, I wanted to talk about dealers right now, just for fun, a little truck talk video. You know, so in my last few videos, the reason, hang on, I'm gonna crack my window a little bit because my AC needs work. But if y'all notice in my last few videos, I have not been using my Husqvarna trimmer 525L. I've been using my Stihl KM 130, which is my backup in case my Husqvarna goes down. I have that combi unit Stihl, you know, that I use for the weed eating and stuff, if need be. I also, as y'all know, obviously I have the Milwaukee trimmer and I use that as much as I can too, but I only have a couple batteries for that whole system, and you know, I don't have like a charging setup and stuff as of yet in my trailer. So so what happened with my Husqvarna trimmer was apparently it seems like maybe the gearbox stripped out. Now I did grease it once a little while back, but 1 yard, I was just weed eating along a yard and it sounded like it just stripped it. Maybe I didn't grease as much as I should have. You know, it's probably something that's my fault because I weed eat a lot, probably more than most people, just because of the style of the yards out here. You know, a lot of natural areas that I whack down and just all kinds of stuff. So I mean, I run that weed eater a lot of hours a day. But anyway, so some gearbox problems. I went on a Husqvarna website, and because I bought it at the same place where y'all see the Skag mowers and all that, and they're a Husqvarna dealer and an Echo dealer. They have just a few things of each, but so I went on, you know, and I do a couple yards, which is actually where I'm at now, which is in downtown. And I mow a family member's yard and her neighbor's. The only thing I really did here in downtown of the little town where I live in. And so anyway, I got on the Husqvarna website and it said that there's a little Ace Hardware down here, and it said that they're a servicing Husqvarna dealer. I didn't know. I never even went in there. And so I called them. They're like, yeah. I'm like, you know, what's the backup time? You know, 2 weeks, whatever, which is kind of what I expected because, you know, we're in the busy season right now. Grass is growing like nuts. So they're like, nah, it won't even be that long before we look at it. So I'm like, okay, I'll bring it over there. So I bring it over there, and you know, they write my name and ticket, everything. 2 weeks goes by, haven't heard nothing. A little after 2 weeks, so I call them and say, hey, is everything good? They're like, yeah, we ain't even looked at it yet, but we will in the next day or two, a couple days, something. Okay. And then another week or maybe 2 weeks goes by, so I'm a month in now. And so I'm a month in. I call them like, yeah, I'll make sure that they get to it on Monday. Okay, because that was on a Friday. I call Monday. No. I call Wednesday because they say they'll definitely get it to it Monday. They put it first of the line, whatever. Call Wednesday and they're like, yeah, still, you know, it's different people at the desk, you know, Ace Hardware. And I call them and they're like, yeah, let me go see. Went and checked, and like, yeah, still nothing done with the trimmer at all. And the reason why I even gonna bring it to a shop is because it's still under warranty. Now, this may be my fault, but in order to figure that out, I gotta bring it to a place and have them, you know, look at it and whatever. Cause see, I could just buy a gearbox, slip it on there, a couple of bolts, but they're like 130 plus, 150 bucks just for that gearbox, and the trimmer's still under warranty. So I'm like, you know, so I'm like, I might should, you know, have a dealer check on this. And so anyway, month goes by, I call them, and then finally a month and 5 days later said, all right, coming to get the trimmer, get it, pull it up front, come to get it. I went and got it, and I ended up bringing it back to the dealer where I bought it, which is about, but see, that's about an hour away. But you know, periodically we're in the big city of Athens, Georgia, here and there, just for different things, like my wife, if she has a doctor thing, because we're going to be having a baby after a while. And so if you know, different reasons. So she was actually going to just a quick checkup appointment. She brung it, she dropped it off for me there. So they got it, they printed me out a thing. It'll still probably be a couple weeks there. Just cause, but here's the thing that I don't like, is if, just tell me if it's gonna be a month, if it's gonna be whatever, just tell me. It's not a problem. Like, maybe I wouldn't have brung it there, you know, maybe whatever, but just communicate. Like, I'm not one of these guys that demands that you jump over the stars or anything like that, or make all my dreams come true. I know everybody's busy, I know all that. But just tell me, hey, it's probably gonna be a month before we get to it, you know? Just like me, you know, I'm full in my route, so I get calls every day, but I still take the time to text, call people back that call me and say, hey, I'm booked, but here's a few numbers. You can contact me again if you need help finding more, you know, guys, and I'll help you get someone. I'll help you find someone to start servicing your yard, whatever. Maybe they're in neighborhoods that I'm not wanting to expand in or whatever. And yeah, so that's all. I just think they should communicate. That's all. The only dealer we have, like, in our really local, right here in the lake area, is a steel dealer, which y'all know, and I buy a lot. I've probably bought 20 different pieces of steel equipment there. My dad's bought stuff there my whole life. I'll continue to do business with him, but I love the Husqvarna trimmer. 9.7 pounds, boys. I kind of want to try an Echo trimmer too, just because my dad's owned some of the gray Echoes when I was a kid, because Echo used to be gray a long time ago. Like the trimmer, the plastic, it was gray, not orange like it is now. So I kind of want to try another one, I kind of want to try an Echo trimmer, but it's just so hard. You know, I've had the 94R steel, which it's a great trimmer, but it is heavier, it's heavier than the Husqvarna, and you can't see how much gas is in it, and different things. Another story, another day. But so I do love the steel products, but there's no trimmer on the market that can beat the Husqvarna for the weight to power ratio. It's got a lot of power now. That's another thing. You know, all the Red Max ones are heavy that they have now. If you look on the website, all the models that they're offering now are 11, 12 pounds. So they're heavy too. And the Echo ones are all in that range too, 11, 12. Now, Red Max used to make one, a TR 2350S. I bought one for my dad for Christmas a few years back. Awesome little trimmer. I know Jay's Crazy Cuts, they run those. And but those are no longer available, and the power, like, they don't have much power. Now they're very light and, you know, all that. So I mean, I still like it, but like not much power at all. The cool thing about the Husqvarna, especially the 500, you know, the 500 series, is still super light, and I mean a lot of power. So it's really hard for me to move away. It's hard for me to get anything besides a Husqvarna because I'm solo, have no helpers. I got to get the equipment that's the best specs for what I'm doing. And so, you know, so it's just a quick dealer rant, you know, and thankfully I do have a good Husqvarna dealer, Husqvarna Skag. They're busy, you know, it'll take a little while, but they're, you know, they do good work. They'll get it done. There are other Husqvarna dealers here and there, but I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna bring it back to where I bought it and let them deal with it. And so, guys, dealer support is important. I think have one picked out that you plan to use for each piece of your equipment. Okay, if this piece of equipment goes down, I'm gonna bring it to here, or this piece, you know, if they're not all same brand and whatever. So, you know, if this piece of equipment goes down, I'm gonna bring it here. If this one goes down, I'm bring it here. And just have that in mind. I think, in my opinion, even if they're not super close, even if they're not close by, even if you have to drive 30 minutes, even if you have to drive an hour, if they're a good dealer and they'll get the work done, use them, you know, even if they're kind of farther away. But if you can, you know, if you have one that's close, that's, you know, that's great, obviously. But you know, this little Ace Hardware, man, they just, I know one of their guys was sick, you know, and they're telling me all that, which, you know, I get that, but you could just tell me that. Like, just tell me, hey, it's gonna be a while. Our guy's sick, whatever. Tell me that. Just tell me that. Like, just if, you know, even in my business, like I said, customers I don't want, they call in, I owe it to them to just tell them, hey, I'm full and I can't accept your yard. I need to call them back or text them or something, and I owe it to them to just tell them, hey, this is what's going on. This is the truth, you know? And so that's just a quick, I don't know, just a dealer talk here, truck talk, just for fun. And hopefully my Husqvarna will be back on the rig here soon. It's, like I said, it's in Athens at the place where I bought it, so they're gonna work on it. Hopefully it is warranted and stuff, because it's, I mean, it's less than 2 years still. And I bought it there and everything, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but really looking forward to have the Husqvarna trimmer back, because the KM 130 now, I mean, that's, you know, the 130 is kind of like, you know, now it's called the 131, but it's kind of like one of their bigger steel units. And if it's a KM like mine is, it even makes it a little bit heavier because it's a KM. Just something to do with the, you know, attach thing and stuff. It's got an extra piece there and whatever. You know, it's a, you know, so it's a beast, you know, it's a beast by the time it's 130 and it's the KM, whatever. And, you know, I'm not complaining. I like the trimmer. It's got a lot of power and all that, more than necessary, you know, for my route. So, so that's what's been going on with my Husqvarna trimmer. I still love my Husqvarna trimmer. You know, 3 years, I'll definitely sell it and get another one. But I'm, you know, since I use my trimmer so much, I'm even thinking about selling my weed eaters at 2 years for half of what I paid for them and getting a new one as soon as the warranty's up. I don't think it's necessary on like the blowers for me, because I just, you know, just looking over my past equipment repairs and stuff, you know, the blowers have very little to no problems, and I still sell those after 3 years, or that's what I have done in the past. But I don't know, my trimmers, I might sell them every 2 years, you know, and sell it for half what I bought it for, and just put it into the, you know, into the price of a new one. Me being solo, I don't have employees and stuff, so I need tax write-offs anyway. So I don't know, but so that's my rant. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you enjoyed this truck talk. You know, I'm starting, after all these years of doing my YouTube channel, and you know, I'm really enjoying it here lately, just trying to put out as much as I can. So, and I thank you guys for coming along and watching, and we'll see you guys later. All right, I'm gonna get back to work.